Hey guys, so a little bit of frustration, and obviously a little bit of a different intro than usual. Been experiencing the same issue and problem that I had while trying to make the ETC video, the Rhaegar video, where I'm trying to make a decent video on one single character, so I queue in a quick match with this one character, and the game just refuses to give me a decent matchup, at least when I hit the record button. When I did my practice games, it was fine. It was great. But as soon as I hit that record button trying to make this video, all of a sudden it just becomes just blowout loss, toxic teammates, you name it. Oh my gosh. I'm hoping this is going to be the one, because I'm looking at our matchup here. We're on one of my favorite maps, Infernal Shrines. We have a double warrior comp. I don't... Oh, they have a Silence Gazlo. Oh boy, this is going to be interesting. They have Hammer and Gazlo, which for this map is not bad. And they don't have, other than Tracer's ult, they really don't have that much spell damage, so I guess I'll be able to, I'm tempted to go hungry for more. But we have a Johanna, so I don't necessarily need to do that. So I think what I'm going to do is what is currently one of the more popular builds for Stitches, and that is the Slam build. This will definitely also help us with the objective. So, you know, I have Stitches, you know, I've pretty high leveled, and I've played him a lot, at least recently. For a long time, I actually... Oh, Hammer, please set up so I can hook you. Oh, I just missed that hook. Oh. So I can tell you guys right now that one of the most satisfying things to do in this game that I discovered is being able to land your hooks, and, you know, that can create plays. Like this one right here. Landed that hook, but unfortunately couldn't get anything done because I got stunned by the Gazlo. Oh no, our Johanna! Alright, Tracer soaking top. Oh, the Gazlo got taken down. I'm gonna go Sippy Cup to get some health. Though I do have my own self-heal. My E, it's Devour. Though it has a 20-second goal. Can I land? Oh, he dashed away. Oh, I was so looking for a hook opportunity right there on a low health Genji. But then again, landing a hook on Genji is not easy. It's our Johanna. I think she's okay. This is Johanna we're talking about here. Now, I want to hook this Hammer, but I have a feeling this Muradin's like, "Ya don't hook my teammate." I don't know why I gave him that accent just now. That does not sound like Muradin. Oh my goodness, I need to run. Pull him within range of the towers, and that got him. And that right there is the kind of plays that you can make as Stitches, and one of the things I fell in love with him is those kinds of playmaking opportunities. It is, it's a feeling that just becomes addictive, wanting to land those hooks that can make big plays for your team, that can get kills. Oh, it's so satisfying to land those hooks that can get moments like that. Oh. Now, what I tried there, I pressed my Q by accident instead of my 1. On my number 1 button is Helping Hand. This used to be a talent you could pick up at 13, which you can use to pull your own teammates to you, to try and get them out of situations. So, like, the situation like this Johanna is in, I could use this to try and pull her out, but then against Johanna, so I don't really need to do that. Because she can take care of herself. She's Johanna. Teammates like my Asmodan is a different story. There we go. Try and get that Sergeant Hammer. There we go, that damage over time. It got the Sergeant Hammer. I don't think it's going to get the Muradin, but that's okay. What we do need to get rid of, though, are these turrets from Gazlowe. We do not need these to be stealing kills. Though I am low on health, and I could use a sippy cup. Fortunately, I don't have to worry about being my only peel for my team when we have a Johanna. She can help with that. I can be able to help do some area damage. This also does a... You know, it doesn't say here. Okay, it does say to non-heroic units. Okay, so I guess it kind of says that. We're going to go with Toxic Gas level 7, because this is going to go hand in hand with what I just picked for my... Muradin, you got in the way. There we go. Very nice by our Maiev there. Oh my goodness, that was awesome. But what I just picked at level 4 goes hand in hand with what happens at level 7, because now whenever you hit someone with your slam, you hit them with Vile Gas. Oh, no, you're not getting away, Hammer. There we go. There we go. That's another example of what I'm talking about with Stitches and his playmaking ability. Oh, so great. For the longest time, I ignored Stitches. I don't really know why or remember why. Meanwhile, this Gazlowe has been pushing instead of defending the objective, and we can just go ahead and leave it now at this point. Here we go. Can I do anything up here to help? No, he's getting away. He looks like he's getting away. Unless I can get over here. Nah, this turret demounted me. There we go. But I did get rid of it. Unfortunately, he... Oh, the slam! The dunk! Oh, nice dunk. Always compliment the Asmos when they pull off a good dunk. It's, you know, being that I am an Asmodean main, I always love a good dunk in Asmodee. Yeah, there we go. I got the Gazlowe and got the kill. Yes, this is what I'm talking about. Oh no, Johanna. Oh no, Johanna. For this game and this matchup, let's see. And plus I'm going a DPS bruiser build. I'm gonna go with Gorge. Partly because Putrid Bile is just not what it used to be. Putrid Bile used to be the ult you would pick if you were going with a solo tank, solo warrior tank build for Stitches, because it added crowd control. At level 20, you can have it heal him to get more sustain. If you're going for... No, hold on a second. Let me see if I can show you. Oh, I missed him. Oh, I missed that Gazlowe. Otherwise, I could have had a great opportunity to show you a tactic, a strategy, that is very common when it comes to Stitches, and I don't want to do it with Muradin, because Muradin can just get away. Oh, but if I could do it with Sergeant Hammer, though. Here we go. Gorge him, bring him over here, and blah, and he's dead. That kind of tactic, what you just saw, was such a common strategy for Stitches players for a long time. Hook the hammer, got her. Whew. Oh, how did... You know, sometimes you just kind of quickly press it and you don't even realize whether or not you're going to hit it or not. Oh, he dashed away just as he was trying to dunk him. Okay. Alright, so it's going to be in the top lane. I'm kind of... Actually, I think I'm going to go back and get some mana at the base and then make my way up. Very rarely do I run out of... Well, maybe not very rarely. Sometimes if you're spamming, you can do it. Especially if you're... Because I don't think it returns the mana if you... No, if you actually land your helping hand. Go ahead and do that to try and take it down. If I could get Gazlowe, if I could just see him, if I could be able to land my hook or something, I could be able to have an opportunity here. Unfortunately, he and Hammer are in really good position. Oh, I hit the hammer through the wall. Oh, I can't hit my slam. Oh, but our Asmo can land his dunk. Woo! Excellent dunking there from the Asmodan. So we are level 13, and we are going to go with Mega Smash. This is going to increase the range and slam arc to this. This is the size of our slam now. Woo, boy. Going to use my Devour to try and give myself back some health. Get over here, Asmo. Get over here. That is the kind of tactic that you can do with your helping hand that at times can just be great. Being able to land that to save your teammate from certain death is also very satisfying. Oh, I was hoping to land that Tracer. Oh, if my hook was up. If only my hook was up, I could have been able to get that hammer there. Because I got Gorge. Oh! Oh, wait. What happened to our Johanna? Oh, did she just go so far out that there was just, like, no way she was going to survive at that point? Oh, that's sad. Get this wall down. Got a chance to try and grab the Sergeant Hammer. Oh, the fountain got in the way of my hook. And that is something you do have to be very aware of if you want to land your hooks. Walls, structures, they all can get in the way. There we go. That is now down. Gorge him just because I didn't want him to have his deflect up. Unfortunately, Tracer was able to land that and wasn't able to survive it. Armayev, though. Woo! Falling Sword coming in with Johanna. Oh, this is going well. Although the Gazlo is going super hardcore, try-hard push. So at level 16, to finish off this build, we are going to go with Pulverize. And this is something that can make this build really strong. Decrease the slam cooldown by 2 seconds and also slows enemies by 75% for 1 second. That's a big slow. And with a big arc that we now have, that's a lot. That's a lot of crowd control when you think about it. And with the damage over time it does, it can do decent damage. Now, I don't have that much damage right now, though I do have a decent amount of kills and assists. Let's see how useful this can be in taking this camp. I gotta keep my eyes on the menu app in case my team gets into trouble or something. Alright. Now, unfortunately, when you pick this, you do sacrifice one of my absolute favorite talents in the game, and that is the fishing hook. Increasing the range of our hook by 40%, which provides so many more opportunities to make big plays. Oh, the minion got in the way. Of course, I also did not take the talent that reduces my cooldowns whenever I get stunned or rooted, which would be great against this Muradin. Let's go up here and try and clean this up, plus also maybe get Gazlo, though I think he's going to hearth away by the time we get up here. We're just mainly going up here to try and see if we can finish this off to prevent him from doing any kind of push. Now, we don't really have to worry about top lane anymore for the rest of the game because we have catapults there, so that lane is going to take care of itself. So we really should focus on bot and mid lane from this point onward. In fact, I say let's go ahead and try and grab this camp here. Oh, hello, Sergeant Hammer. There we go. Just the fact that you can hook them through the walls is just so great. Now, Stitches had a couple of abilities that made that tactic of hook and gorge just one of the most frustrating things to go against. One of them was Bolt of the Storm. That is sort of gone now. It's been put into this one called Hungry Hungry Stitches, where you can kind of blink around, gorging every member of the enemy team if you want to. But he used to just have just straight up Bolt of the Storm. So he would gorge you, and then you would bolt across the screen to try and ensure he would get you behind the gate or something to get that kill. The other ability he used to have, and I never, this was like back in the alpha. I never actually witnessed this firsthand because I wasn't playing back then. But Pally has said it before because he's Stitch's main, and that was Sprint. So Stitches would be able to sprint along with use Bolt of the Storm. Think about that for a second. Oh my gosh, that dunk on Tracer. That was incredible. We have a good... This Asmodean player is making me proud. Oh, he's making me very proud. Very happy. Hammer. Oh. It's alright. I got the slow there. Oh, but the knockback. Good knockback there. Let me help the Punisher get this keep. There we go. And oh my gosh, we are finally going to get a good game here with Stitches. I cannot tell you how happy I am to finally get this after being so frustrated. Let's get Hammer in here. Let's hook her with the Gorge. Level 20, we're going to go with Cannibalize. A brand new talent that Stitches had just very recently, and that is going to be GG. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I am so happy I got a decent game with Stitches. This Asmo, good job on him. Yeah. Oh, he's already left. Yeah, I'm voting for him. Great dunks. So, I'll take a moment to show you what the possible tank builds if you want to do a Solo Warrior Stitches tank build. But that pretty much, other than the Cannibalize, because you could go Hungry Hungry Stitches if you want to just keep on gorging over and over. But, so the build I went with, this is the Bruiser DPS Slam build for Stitches. Very common these days, especially if you have a second warrior. Heavy Slam, Putrid Ground, Toxic Gas, Gorge, Mega Smash, Pulverize. I did pick Cannibalize, though. This is more so for the tank build. So, let me go ahead and show you. So, if you have a lot of spellcasters on the other side, you can go with Dampen Magic. And there was a period of time where we thought he was going to be one of those tanks that would counter mages. But that kind of, like, they kept this, but there was, like, it was just kind of like one of those experimentation things where they were starting to put that kind of armor on certain warriors, whereas a Nubrak is now pretty much the only one that has that by default. But you can still pick it up for a Nubrak as well as with Stitches. So if you need him to do that, he can do that. I've always loved this, Hungry for More, gathering regen globes to increase his maximum health. Not health regen, maximum health. And then increase his movement speed when you get 30 globes. I mean, that's just great. Just like he's this big ball of health that you can never outrun because he's always faster than you. It's just great. I just love that idea. Restorative Fumes I've always thought was garbage. Just hardly does any healing at all. Amplified Healing, really the way to go if you want more health regen instead of Restorative Fumes. At level 7, there's a couple ones I like to go with here. If you feel like you want more health regen, you can go with Savor the Flavor. So that whenever you use it, and there's no cap on this, you can just keep on stacking this up. Use on enemy heroes, you increase your health regen by 2 per second, which may not sound like a lot, but if you are good at landing them in the thick of battle, on the front line against enemy heroes, you can stack that up quite a bit to make his health regen insane, which with that extra health from Hungry for More would be insane. Or Tenderizer, where your basic attacks will slow enemies by 25% for 1.5 seconds. So if you get that movement speed for Hungry for More, along with this, no one's ever going to outrun you. Putrid Bile, I used to really like this, and sometimes it's still good against certain types of compositions, but it's not as good as it used to be, especially with the fact that you used to get, at level 20, Potent Bile, it used to add health regen. Now it says it just lasts 6 seconds longer, and it makes it, where it's 45% slow, which is really not that great. At level 13, I like either of these, indigestion creates a retchling, so if you just want like an extra mini or something to either help you in fights or help you with the lane, it'll create that, and he just goes around and attacks with Vile Gas. It's pretty great. Or Fleabag, where if you get stunned or rooted, all your basic ability cooldowns will be reduced by 6 seconds, which can help with Savor the Flavor, because you'll be able to use that more often. The only thing you'll then have to worry about is your mana, but, you know, that's kind of like how it is with other abilities that reduce your cooldowns. And then, you can go with Stone Skin if you want that extra shield for that maximum health, which, again, if you go with Hungry for More and increase that max health, that's an even bigger shield. But I've always loved Fishing Hook and the extra range it provides. It's just so great for more playmaking opportunities. You can, like, hook someone on the other side of the screen. It's great. And then level 20, this is where it gets interesting. You can go with Hardened Shield for 75 armor for 4 seconds, or this new talent that they added for changes they did recently for Stitches, where now his basic attacks against heroes will heal Stitches for 5% of his maximum health. And again, that goes hand in hand with Hunger for More, where it's going to make his max health even larger. So the ideal scenario, as long as the enemy team does not have a giant killer on their team, like a Vala or a Rainer, so, you know, someone that specializes against high health heroes, this just makes some of these others really good, really stronger, such as Stone Skin and Cannibalize. They benefit a lot if you decide to go with Hungry for More. So that's kind of, you know, what you can think about how I usually build whenever I'm either going to be a solo warrior or, as you just saw, part of a double warrior comp where I didn't really have to be the tank. That was Johanna's job, and I helped provide some damage, bruiser talent, as well as some playmaking abilities. I was so happy I was landing those hooks, but we had the right kind of matchup in that regard, because Hammer is one of those where she's just going to be stationary there. As long as nothing gets in the way, I'll be able to land those hooks. So, you know, I've said that for a long time. I just kind of ignored him. I don't really know why. And I think it was watching Pally Time, because he was he's a Stitches main. I just kind of fell in love with the whole aspect of landing these hooks and making those plays. It became just so satisfying. It's one of the most satisfying feelings in this game, to land those hooks which lead to something positive for you or your team. It's just great. And especially also landing those helping hands to save teammates from certain death, will just be a real, that to me is like the real credit to good Stitches players, when you're able to land your helping hands to save your teammates from certain death. Just really great. So Stitches, one of my favorite, characters to play in the game these days. Unfortunately, he's not in a fantastic spot. You'll still see him. He can still get the job done. He's just not in a phenomenal spot these days compared to some of the other warriors in the game today. He just, partly because of his lack of mobility, but, he can still get the job done if you need him to, in solo queue anyway. So, because he can build either a solo tank or a second warrior bruiser. Up next, we are going to be taking a look at Stukov, Alexei Stukov, who joined the game as a melee support from the StarCraft universe. And, it was a healer that I haven't fully gravitated towards recently, because I was like, he doesn't really have a healing ult. But I've been playing him some recently, and, the silence, lurking arm is just so great. But I will delve more into that when we come back. Stay tuned.